Hello and welcome back once again to Tungsten Tales. I'm here in the aftermath of the 2024 Betfred World Matchplay to bring you the rankings update because there's been some significant movements in the order of merit and the races for the upcoming Premier TV event, also known as Majors. Of course, Luke Humphries, after winning the World Matchplay for the first time, adding to his trophy cabinet, collection of trophies, which has been growing over the last 12 months or so, he remained at the top of the order of merit. An absolute chasm to second place, and we do have a new number 2 in the world on the order of merit, and that is Michael Smith, once again rising above Michael van Gerwen. Of course, van Gerwen was a victor in the World Matchplay 2 years ago, so he lost the winner's money from 2 years ago and gained the runners-up money from this year. So that is a net decrease in his prize money, meaning that Michael Smith, who went out in the second round a couple of years ago, and of course made the semi-finals this year, jumps above Michael van Gerwen into second place. Rob Cross has also pushed up 2 positions into the current top 4. Meanwhile, Gerwyn Price has moved down to number 6. The other movers on the up in the order of merit are Damon Heta, who is into the top 10 in the world, at number 9. Ross Smith, European champion, he's up to number 11, and in the form that he's in, may well continue rising over the rest of the year. And the biggest mover from the World Matchplay is that of James Wade, a semi-finalist. He was ranked outside the top 20 at the start of the tournament, 22nd to be exact. He is now up to number 18 in the world, and with form like he showed in Blackpool, could only be continuing that momentum up the order of merit. It's also interesting looking at the current tour card race, which is the order of merit following the 2025 World Championships, with the provisional money taken off, so from 2 years ago, and where they are currently ranked with the money from the tournaments they have qualified for, provisionally at least, going on. And there are some absolutely drastic changes in that order of merit. Of course, it could work out slightly differently if players are to defend their rankings and defend their prize money. But currently, Dave Chisnall is up to 4th in the world on that order of merit. He could even extend that and go further up. But Dave Chisnall back up into the top 5 in the world, mainly thanks to his exploits on the European Tour, it has to be said. Also jumping up that order of merit is Damon Heta and Johnny Clayton. They're both into the top 8 in the world, whereas the biggest fallers are Michael Smith and Peter Wright. Obviously, the World Championship money is coming off for Michael Smith, who would have won it 2 years ago in January. So he drops to number 9 in the world rankings, and Peter Wright drops to 10 after losing a significant chunk of money from the end of the year. It would also see Luke Littler move up into 12th in the order of merit, obviously thanks to last year's World Championship run and the glut of majors and titles, more to the point, that he has won this year. Andrew Gilding at number 15, James Wade at number 14, but a couple of real fallers, unfortunately. Josh Rock at 19, Ryan Searle down to number 20, and Ross Smith, after losing his European Championship, would move down to number 21 if he is unable to defend that. The final thing that we will look at is the World Grand Prix race. There's very little difference in the field compared to the World Matchplay, although there is a few more tournaments to be played before the cut-off for that date. The main changes include Cameron Menzies is currently in the 15th spot, and Jermaine Watamina is taking up the final spot in those rankings. You also look towards the top 16. At the moment, Joe Cullen is clinging on to 16th spot in those rankings by just £250. The men that are behind him are Josh Rock and James Wade, with Andrew Gilding around £25,000 behind him. Kevin Doots, Gilding, Alan Suter, Dirk van Duijvenbode, they are some of the names chasing the final spots in the Pro Tour of Merit, so they'll be looking to have good runs in the following Pro Tours and the couple of European Tours coming up before the cut-off date, which is on the 30th of September. The tournament in Leicester, taking place in the second week of October. And of course, the defending champion is Luke Humphries, who won his first major title in Leicester 10 months or so ago. So plenty of movers and plenty of shakers on the order of merit. Following the World Matchplay, I'm sure I'll be back in a couple of months, probably following the Grand Prix in Leicester, to give you a further update. But stay tuned to Tungsten Tales. We'll have plenty coming up over the next few months. Have a look back over the World Matchplay content. Plenty of excellent stuff on there from Blackpool, and we'll see you soon.